I'd like to express and share with you today some more information about the Game of Life course that I was privileged enough to do through an amazing woman called Talitha, and who Viana Stibble and Hero created through the technique of theta healing. What it is it doesn't have to be a 7-week program, but I've created it so it can be, so you can take the time to do it. It's 7 different steps for you to explore yourself, explore your fears and your patterns of creation, whether they're good or negative. Explore them, heal them, clear them, open them, and to be able to allow you to bring in complete new ways of being, feeling, expressing yourself, and just being able to be in the world. So the first step is to look into how we were formed through our parents. So the DNA that we brought through, how we feel towards our parents, all of the stuff really that was imprinted into us until we were about 7 years old. So what obligations that we have, what blocks and fears and limitations that we have, how to clear them really, really easily and beautifully, and then how to reconnect back into our family structure so that we are truly ourselves and truly loved and supported. Which is really, really interesting. Some of the people that I've worked with so far, it's been mind-blowing, sometimes quite sad, and I do really believe that you need to be brave. The thing is with theta healing, you move through the trauma that you hold and have been holding since you were very, very little, or that your family has been holding for generations. You move through it fast. You start to learn that you are in control of yourself, that these things that feel so big and so massive that we almost don't even speak about them to ourselves can be resolved and healed and let go of and expanded into completely new wisdoms within a few breaths. So things that have kept us limited and imprisoned for our whole lives, and maybe for our parents' whole lives and their parents' whole lives, however many generations back it goes, can be cleared and upgraded and recreated into something that is powerful. You know, you can keep the wisdom and release the trauma. Really, really powerful first step is the first week. The second week is to release yourself from the past. So things that you've created, experiences that have happened to you in the past that are still holding you down or into certain ways of feeling or thinking. So what we do is we explore them and we open them up, we look at them and we clear them. Again, theta healing is fast, it's powerful, and it's deeply loving and supportive. So you're not going to be left alone, you know, with these big open wounds or traumas that you've, you know, carefully packed over, you know, the last few years or whatever since they've happened. You'll be really lovingly supported and moving through them. And again, most of the time it can just take a few breaths, you know, under a minute, and your whole world's changed. So that's what I'm here for, and that's what this course is for. The next one is to become accepted by society. So much of what we do, feel, think every day is about how other people perceive us. Being able to rework our beliefs, our feelings, our understandings to do with this is a really, really, really powerful step, especially if you're, for everybody, but if you're in a business where you're needing to work with the public, you're needing to sell yourself, you're just needing to be somebody who is attractive, but you also don't want to have it. So where those feelings and thoughts are oppressive, this is a really, really amazing week for you. So being able to call in the right people that suit you and who you're meant to work with, being able to release the trauma of being a kid at school, which most of us have gone through different aspects of that. It's a really amazing week for being able to come back into who you authentically are and deeply love yourself and truly love yourself, not just pretend to. So the next week is handling peer pressure. So this is a really good next step from that society thing, but being able to come in and be authentic, be original, be proud of yourself, be humble, be strong, be brave, all of those amazing things in the face of opposition. But also, it's not just in the face, it's not becoming good at being a warrior, it's also being able to, as I said with the last one too, being able to draw the right circle of people to the right clients, the right friends, the right associates, being able to draw them to you, so that instead of being the pressure that you're feeling is a supportive and uplifting one instead of a downtrodden one. So where the majority of your life that you're creating is be around and with people and circumstances that create an amazing world, instead of always having to fight to keep your head above water, or having to change and recreate yourself constantly to somebody else's opinion, and somebody who doesn't even love themselves, so how could they ever love you? Really fantastic week for that. The next week is week 5, which is to receive infinite abundance. So this has been talked about like forever, being able to create money, being able to create love, being able to create health. This week was a really interesting week, especially when I remember the first time I did it, it was a complete new ways of feeling and thinking and being, opened up whole new ways of me being able to express to myself what abundance was and what I actually wanted. Powerful week. So it isn't the normal, the secret and think it and you'll believe it kind of stuff. This is really deep. This is coming in and finding out where your underlying structures aren't supporting you, where you've closed yourself off to the earth and to that beautiful flow of nourishment, and being able to work with those limiting habits, beliefs, programs, and clearing them and redeveloping through actually bringing in completely, often completely never even felt before feelings and expressions of abundance, which will just blow your mind. It's such a beautiful week. Deeply transformational, especially because the last few weeks before that have really cleared a lot of the way, so you're actually starting to be able to bring in flow, so creating the structures around bringing in abundance and stuff, as I said, probably in ways that you've never even felt before. Really amazing. Week 6 is being ready to succeed, so again, building on the weeks before, being able to actually see yourself, because most of us succeed in little bits and then are put down and have created our life through the way that we've always been. So as you dissolve all of these the older beliefs, being able to come in and succeed and even vision ways that you've never even believed possible for yourself. So really clearing that way so that success can come in and really forming up and shoring up your beautiful new habits of creation and feeling about yourself. Powerful week. So the last week is, this is a really amazing week for me actually, vision and manifestations. So what is it that you want? So what you think and feel like you want now is likely to just be a partial part of what you'll actually get in week 7, because you'll have cleared all of this stuff and recreated just what it feels like and what you're actually able to do here on earth. That last week is really powerful for bringing it all together and allowing you the space and the process and the time to reform and recreate your new world. So being able to vision and be really deeply connected to the divine and deeply connected to the earth and to your true heart, your divine purpose, and being able to bring in those connections so that your vision often will way surpass anything that you've ever imagined before in the past. A powerful, beautiful way to close off this circle and put you in a really amazing pathway to your new world. So with this course, I've actually done it quite a couple of times now for myself. Every time I feel like I've sort of reached where I'm not feeling so fantastic, I'll come in and redo it and reopen. And each time I do it, it opens up worlds and a feeling and experience that I didn't even know that were possible. Hence why this is my signature program at the moment. I'm really, really humbled by this process and inspired by it, and I'd love to offer it to you and support you and deeply love you as you move through this journey. Hero and Bayana have done an exceptional job. It's actually a real privilege to be able to follow a process, because I'm usually very intuitive and it happened at the moment, but I've really found with this process there's been so much love and thought and knowledge and wisdom put into it that it really helps us form who we are on earth, is a good way of looking at it. It really, instead of us always being wishy-washy and taken by the current, this can really help us come in and feel our deep authentic selves and really anchor who we want to be here, and give us some structure and some support as we move forward through our lives. Powerful, amazing, and I look forward to seeing you in it. So how it works is it's an online program and also an in-person program. So whether if you're close to me, you're quite welcome to come into clinic and we can do a session here, or I've been working with people all over the world and we do it online, and that's really powerful and amazing as well. So that you will get 7 one-on-one sessions with me or one of our other practitioners, and you'll also have access to 7 different modules online, which will have supportive things in it, different videos that we're putting up there to help you, different processes and exercises that you each week that will support you in your process of healing. So you can do those 7, and we'll book in a specific time each week, or if you choose to do 2 sessions in a week, it will take you 3.5 weeks to get through the course. Just depends on you and your timing and how quickly you want to go through it. Some weeks you might feel like you want to extend it and just have a week to process and to move through those motions. And often what you'll get at the end of a session with me is there'll be action steps that your soul brings in for you to really create and make these changes become alive in the world. So sometimes having that week between each session is really fantastic, because you get to practice, and then the next week, you know, we'll have a few minutes before each session where we can just speak about how the week's been, and really, really powerful. So have a look at the website, have a flick through. If you have any questions, please make sure that you email us or put in the comments on the website anything that you want to know. I so lovingly, truly recommend this process. It'll be something of value for you, for the generations before you, and the generations after you will benefit from this. So not only you, but everybody around you will be part of that process, and the changes that you'll see in your life will be phenomenal. I guarantee it, to be honest. I do, as long as you put in the work and that you're brave and you really want to change and you really want to come into your most authentic true self, this is the process for you. If you're a bit wishy-washy and just, you know, skipping around and doing lots of different things, probably not going to like this process, because you're going to feel and you're going to go there, and you are going to get deep. So maybe do something else first and then come back to us. Okay, awesome one. Thank you so much for listening. I love you deeply and I love you kindly. And I will talk to you very soon.